Dear friends, welcome to the Star Ferry. The Star Ferry is a Hong Kong icon. It all started in 1880 and takes you to Hong Kong Island from Tsim Sha Tsui, where we are right now, and back. You could drive to mainland China in under 40 minutes from this spot. Discovery number one. When in doubt, go to the note before the problem. If in slow playing you're struggling with the connection, look at the note going to the difficult note. Perhaps you can voice it more like the note you are trying to reach in advance. Or perhaps you're not blowing enough air through. This also applies to fast playing. Often in a difficult passage, simply holding the note before the blemish a little longer, for example, can clean up a passage. Discovery number two, rhythm. Rhythm is perhaps the most important aspect of music. I've often played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with all the right notes, but all the incorrect rhythms, and no one can seem to identify it. But when I play it with all the wrong notes, with the correct rhythms, everyone seems to be able to identify it. If you play all the right notes in the wrong place, they're the wrong notes anyway. Please practice with the metronome, and when the metronome is on, never ignore it. It's like an alarm clock. If you teach yourself to ignore it, you'll sleep right through morning rehearsal. Equally, the metronome is like a laxative. It's very helpful, but wean yourself off or you will grow dependent on it. Discovery number three, breathing should be relaxed. If you find yourself gasping for a breath when you have very little time, like this, take 2 beats to breathe with no tightness. Then take 1 beat to breathe with no tightness. And start breaking down your interval time smaller and smaller while trying to imitate the feeling of the relaxed breath with no time pressure. Discovery number 4, think loud, play soft. The first time I played An American in Paris and heard the Dolce tuba solo and felt the entire stage resonate, I thought, I want my soft playing to sound like that. Think of a volume control on a stereo. When you play softer, no change in pitch, sound quality, or resonance should occur. If you are diminuendoing and you hear yourself getting sharp because of biting, for example, fight it. Tell yourself to open the jaw. Don't get sharp. Don't get sharp. Think loud, play soft. Discovery number 5. Often, if students tongue in a slow passage, I don't hear a clear beginning to the note. When I accuse them of not tonguing, they lash right back at me and say, I did. Not hearing a clear beginning of a note is often a symptom of a slight coordination issue between fingers and tongue. Please make sure that you don't only go by feel. Listen, if you are sure you tongue properly, but the sound of the articulation is not convincing, please examine your finger-tongue coordination. Discovery number 6, accuracy over speed. The great violinist Yashao Heifetz was once asked why he never made mistakes when he performed. And he replied, I don't make mistakes when I practice. Please play slow to fast. Learn all the correct dynamics, notes, rhythms, articulations correctly from the start. Every time I notice someone has learned something incorrectly, it seems to take them much longer to unlearn it. As Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I call this bang your head against the wall practice. Please learn your passages accurately and work out problems without learning over and over again how to play it wrong. Let's now enjoy the view of Hong Kong Island as we approach it on the Star Ferry.